Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. As you can see from the title, Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS close to deal for 25% of Manchester United. That is according to reports. So I'll be giving my thoughts on that. Of course, looking ahead, well, it is international break. So looking ahead at the fixtures after the international break, obviously the team as a whole, Eric Ten Hag, still kind of under pressure, even though somehow Manchester United are the informed team in the league. And of course, answering questions from the chat as well. So please, like I stated, make sure you keep all your questions Manchester United related. Let's bump up these likes though. Like check 1212. Hit that like button on the video expeditiously, people. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, share across all the socials. Make sure you follow at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Roll to 9,000 subscribers, people. Big up to everyone in the chat. I see you lot, Warrior J in the cut, Sheik in the cut, Mike. That's a hilarious name. Big up to you, 2001, also in the chat as well. But yeah, run up these likes, people. Let's run up these likes. They're way too low. And I may be giving my thoughts, obviously, on the title in a second. Warrior J. No worries, Warrior J. Says, Flawless, I'm going to be late, but big up to you and hit that like button, people. Shout out to Warrior J. Hoyland and Eriksson have withdrew from Denmark's next internationals due to injury, which I expected with both of them getting injured in the victory against Liverpool. The victory against Luton. INEOS's 25% stake in Manchester United is very likely to be announced this coming week. After Monday, INEOS will be getting sporting control of Manchester United. See, here's my Kingsman, big up to you as well. Here's my thing is with that. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? He has sporting control of, yeah, what does that mean? Like, if someone would clarify, is there anything more? Because here's the thing. The idea sounds great in theory. It sounds fantastic in theory. It sounds wonderful. Like in theory, but what does having sporting control mean? So for those that don't know, we're saying Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS will have sporting control and the Glazers will deal with the commercial side. So, but where are the Glazers still in charge of the sporting side? And when I say in charge, they get final say. So for example, say Jim Ratcliffe wants to get rid of Ten Hag. Let's say, for example, let's use that as an example. And the Glazers say, no, we want to keep him. Who wins the argument? The Glazers. So what exactly does it mean? And that's why I'm just looking at this from a very skeptical mindset. I'm extremely skeptical about this. I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think anything changes. But maybe that's just my mindset on Manchester United Football Club as a whole, which it is. I don't see a solution to anything that's going on while the Glazers are in charge because they still have final say. Because they'll have Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS will have to run decisions by them. Unless I could be wrong. I could be wrong, actually, and they get free reign. And if they get free reign, then maybe it's good. But then I even look at it in regards to what he's done at Nice. He hasn't done nothing spectacular at Nice. He hasn't, to my knowledge, pushed that club forward. So what are we talking about? This is why I just look at it and it's really yeah, you can tell by my just complete disinterest. How I feel about Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS getting 25% is just how I feel about Manchester United as a whole. I'm just so disinterested. I'm so disconnected. I really don't see a solution. I'm about being solution orientated to problems. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's just legit it. If you get that, it might help settle the shit. Maybe, but maybe it doesn't. Yeah, like she asked here. Yeah, my question is, since they control the commercial side or the money side, do they still control transfers and funds? That's exactly my point. So say Jim Ratcliffe is like, right, we want a 200 million transfer budget. They're like, no, you get 120 million. Or we need 80 million for such and such a player. Well, no, we only have 45. Well, INEOS and Jim Ratcliffe want Paul Mitchell as the DOF. Well, no, we want such and such as the DOF. No, we want Ten Hag replaced. And the Glazers say, no, we're going to keep Ten Hag. How much changes is what I'm getting at? This is why I really need to see. I'm tired of statements. I don't want to hear no statements about what you plan to do. Just do it. Like I said on the Back Again podcast, how about you just fix the roof? Start there. That's a great start. You know, actions and deeds, not words and lip service. I'm not with that whatsoever. So yeah, I just got so many questions in regards to this. Big up to Ed as well. I see you in the chat. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. Swiper says, big up Flawless. Any idea if you'll be on stream with Rants again? Yeah, I'm on Rants' streams every week. If you're unsure, you might be new here because I don't remember your name, but big up to you. But yeah, just to clarify, I'm on Rants' channel at least once a week. If Manchester United are getting beat, or something, some major news breaks, it might be twice a week. But I'm on there once a week. And Sheik said it's weird because transfers and funds, yes, that involves money. And I don't know if that's the commercial side, but that's definitely the footballing side of things. At least that's the thing. That is the footballing side, but they're still going to have a say. That's why I don't see it as a solution. That's why I'm not looking at this as a positive. I'm really, really not. Because even, let's say Jim Ratcliffe, for argument's sake, and INEOS have all the best ideas in the world and they are absolutely exceptional at what they're trying to do. They still need to run it by the Glazers. So the Glazers have the say because they still control 75%. 25% is not enough. But again, I could be wrong and I'm hoping I'm wrong. I just really don't see it. I really don't see much changing whatsoever. I really, really don't. Ed says, glad the saga is coming to an end, but it's still bare things up in the air. I need to see a real vision and plan, and I need to see a full structure change ASAP. No more chat. That's where I'm at. A full structure change. 25% is not enough. It had to be 100%. Now, put it this way, if Jim Ratcliffe was taking over the club 100%, I'd go, you know what? That's a step in the right direction. Okay. Because at least but big up to Ash, he mentioned it on Saeed's channel yesterday when we was doing an Unfiltered podcast, that Brailsford, I think his name is, who's a sporting guy. At least we're bringing in sporting people. But I just don't trust anything with the Glazers at the helm. I really, really don't. Why all of a sudden do they care about the footballing side of things, having not cared since they've been here? Why? Makes no sense whatsoever. Before we continue, though, we ain't even at double figure likes. This is terrible. Bump up the likes. Like check 1 2 1 2. What we doing? Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes, man. Get us into double figures. Could be out eventually. Who could be out? You're talking about the Glazers. So, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I'm not with it. Yeah, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. Big up to Matty as well, who says, yeah, I'm newish on the channel, seen you on Rants channel. I've seen you on Rants' channel, and Aaron over at Rants, been following for a few months now, I think. Therefore, liked you as a content creator and subbed. Shout out to you, my G. Hey, big up for the kind words, man. Much appreciated, much appreciated. And yeah, just to clarify again, yeah, I'm on Rants' channel every week. Shout out to my guy Aaron every single time as well. And again, appreciate the kind words. Big up to Corey B, who says, bro wants to build the team around Bruno. I can't trust Ratcliffe either. Is that what he said? Did he actually say that? Because I've not been paying attention to any quotes in regards to what Ratcliffe has been saying. So because I don't pay him no mind, simply because you weren't in charge. It's like me declaring war on Scotland or Ireland or Wales. It's like me saying, right, England, we're going to go to war with Scotland. I have no power. What are we talking about here? That's how I look at Jim Ratcliffe saying he's going to do this, that, and the third with Manchester United before you've got any control. And they're saying the bid should be accepted by today. So we'll see. Kingsman said, yes, they could be out. I don't see it. I don't see why they'd relinquish control. Why would they? Why all of a sudden would they just decide to relinquish control when they can give out 25%, get more money in, do less work? So they're getting more. They've given up 25%, doing less work and still collecting money. Why would they leave at this point? It should have been 100% sale. That's why I don't trust this Jim Ratcliffe situation either. If you want what's best for Manchester United, you offer for 100%. I don't think his plan is, let me get 25%, then get 25 more percent. Then it's split. Then it gets 75, get 25 more percent and get up to 75%. Then the next 25 and get. I don't think that's the plan. I think that's in hope. I really, really don't. You're telling me Jim Ratcliffe doesn't know millionaires, doesn't know billionaires, couldn't put together some form of consortium or some form of idea or some form of plan, I should say, and a better offer to get more control of Manchester United if you really want to what's best. I'm sorry, I disagree. If you're willing to do business with them and have them around, to me, you don't want what's best for Manchester United Football Club. Again, I could be wrong, but this is just how I'm looking at it. You've seen what they've done. And you couldn't come up with something, an offer for 100%. I don't like it whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Big up Warrior J, who says, I'm just going to say this flawless. You can't even take a break with Manchester United, even though internationals just started. Facts, Warrior J. Facts. Facts. Ed says, exactly, fam. These are the things we need clarification on. How a man is close to the deal being done, and we don't even know if Glazers still have final say on stuff like transfers and finances. Exactly, Ed. However, once this deal is done, all the information I'm hoping should come out. I'm hoping all the information comes out. Who knows, though, with the Glazers? Who knows with Jim Ratcliffe? I hope so. I really, really do hope so. But who knows? Fix the roof. How about that? Fix the roof. Start there. That's what man needs to do. Fix the goddamn roof. That's what he should do. Matty says it's going to be tough for United. All I wanted was Qatar, but the definite restart. I've never been so disinterested in the club, but everything I said was going to happen happened. Yeah, we all wanted Qatar. I think we all wanted Qatar as the Manchester United fan base. One of the few things we agreed on, because we wanted a full sale. And now we still, we got Jim Ratcliffe potentially, cool, but the Glazers is still the vast majority. We still have to run everything by them. Sucks. It really does. Yeah, this whole situation still sucks with the Glazers still here. It's going to be the same problem. Managers ask for players right now and don't always get their signings. That's going to be Ratcliffe now. Potentially. It legit could be that. I've already stated that. We need X. Well, no, we've only got Y. We want the manager gone. No, we're keeping the manager. The list goes on and on and on for the issues that he could potentially have. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Big up Star-Lord. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. Hab says this guy trolling. Flawless, I can't lie. I'm kind of happy the Glazers are staying. They've been here for a while and they'd be sad if they left. I like Jim as well. Come on, United. See, look, we out here getting trolled. That tells you all you need to know about Jim Ratcliffe. If these, yeah, you wilding with that. Corey B, we're just going to bypass that. My problem with Ratcliffe is that he hasn't been successful with Nice. So how is he going to be successful with Manchester United? That's another valid point. It's not like it's the unknown, and it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to fail, but we have to look at that. Because if he had done well with Nice, we'd look at that as a plus. So the fact that he hasn't done well with Nice, and I need to do more research on it, but from the outside looking in and what I've been told, he hasn't done well with Nice, we got to look at that as a negative, which it is. Where you failed, where there's less pressure and there's less eyeballs. A successful stint at Nice is nowhere near a successful stint at Manchester United. Because Star-Lord said Nice are cooking this season. Yeah, this season, how long has he been there? How long has he been there? Like, what are we talking about? How many years? Let me know. Because I actually don't know all the details. That's why I said I need to do my research in regards to it. I really, really do. Let's just hope Jim does right by us. Really? You know what I'm saying? Fez? Where else we are as well? To Darkrow, who says, Flawless, would the fans have kept quiet if Sir Jim wasn't British? In what sense? When you say the fans would have kept quiet? I'll answer this question, but you'll have to elaborate so I know what you mean. Ab says, honestly, please don't ask me about no other content creators. Honestly, are you Ten Hag out? I'm everybody out, including Ten Hag. Everybody gotta go. Managers gotta go. Players gotta go. Coaching staff has to go. Recruitment team gotta go. Medical staff gotta go. The hierarchy, DOFs, all these Myrtles, Richard Arnold, and the owners. Everybody gotta go. Blow it all up and start again. Everybody has to go. Everybody. Let's see what Ed's saying. Had $4 billion for Chelsea 18 months ago. Where's that money gone? Telling me the Glazers wouldn't have done an equity deal for $4 billion for 50% of the club. Potentially, that's the point I'm making. That even if it's not that, you could have done more, in my opinion. I think he's just very lazy on Jim Ratcliffe's part. I think he's very, very lazy. Go on, like, if you really want what's best for Manchester United Football Club, you offer for 100%. You offer 100%. Like, literally. Yes, literally, Star-Lord. No one's safe with Flawless. Love it. I can get with that, but it has to be absolutely yes. Because everybody's failed. Everybody's accountable. Is there people I hold more accountable than others? Yes. But everybody has to go. That's why that's why you haven't seen me sat here on this microphone and say, Ten Hag out, this, that, and the third. Do I want the manager gone? Yes. But it's not just the manager. Because I don't want these same people picking the next manager. Because I don't trust them to do absolutely anything. I think they're terrible at what they do. I don't want them doing anything. Picking a Manchester United manager is ridiculously hard. Big up my guy Jago every single time as well. That is so tough to do, picking a Manchester United manager. We're legit watching this current manager crumble under the pressure. Bear in mind, he's been in a pressure situation at one of the biggest clubs in Europe with Ajax. And we're watching him crumble. Because Troop said that yesterday. He was at Ajax where he's under pressure. Yes, because there's nothing like that Manchester United hot seat. It's like being the prime minister in England. It's literally, that's what you are, under scrutiny 25/8. Everything you do on match days, everything you do off of and not on match days, you are under scrutiny. Every team selection, every substitution, every press conference, every comment, anything you say publicly is under pressure. There is nothing like it. Real Madrid, you could say, is kind of like there. It's kind of similar over there. But Real Madrid are probably the only club. That's why I always say with the next manager, bring me a manager, one who's been under pressure to win at a big club, number one, and number two, has won as well. And Ten Hag's done both of those things, and we're seeing him, what's the word I'm looking for? We're seeing him crumble right now. Bear in mind, he's been in a pressure situation. Don't get it mistaken. Ajax is a massive club. They're a huge club. Some of the best players we've ever seen. There's an expectation there to win. And we're watching their manager, who was successful, come here and crumble because the pressure is just different. It is. I can never pronounce your name, my guy, so I just call you SM. No disrespect. Said that's bro wanting people to lose their jobs. Yes. If you are not good at your job, you should lose it. You should lose it. Yeah. Like 110% you should. Because I care about what's best for Manchester United Football Club. I don't care about any single individual. And that's player, that's manager, and that's anybody involved with the football club. I want what's best. I'm a Manchester United FC stan. And the people currently there are not good enough for where we're trying to go because they have continued to fail. Yeah, Sheik, that's what it is. Crazy we let people who don't know ball at our club make these type of decisions. It's absolutely nuts. And Corey B says, your criteria describes Hansi Flick. That's just part of the criteria, but yeah, he does fit it. But then my issue with Hansi Flick is he had issues with the Bayern Munich board. So if he had issues with the Bayern Munich board, he's going to have issues with the Manchester United board. Plus, I don't like how he looked at the World Cup either. Plus, I don't want him here or any manager here without a director of football. Bring me a DOF. That is the first part. Like, if Jim Ratcliffe does take over football inside, the first two things he needs to do: one, fix the goddamn roof. Fix the roof, first and foremost. Secondly, bring in a DOF. They are the two things I want you to do. Third, clear out. Get rid of everybody and start again. Whole restructure. So one, fix the roof. Two, bring in a DOF. Then three, you get rid of everybody upstairs. Complete restructure. And then you go from there. Then if he does those three things, I go, all right. And that's not too much to ask. That's the bare minimum. Fix the roof. Can't believe I'm asking Manchester United Football Club to fix the roof. Fix the roof, first and foremost. Secondly, bring in a director of football. Then you do a complete restructure. Hey, Star-Lord, if it's Paul Mitchell, cool. Just bring me a DOF who has done something at the highest level in Europe. That's all I need. That is all I need. But before we continue, what I need is for you lot to continue to run up the likes. There's now over 40 people in here. Big up. Let's get over 50 people in here. So hit the like button. Get us up to 40 likes. Share this across all the socials, Twitter and Instagram. Follow at Sarcasm City TV and That's Me Flawless across all socials as well, people. Make sure you share across all the socials. It helps. It really does. And subscribe to the channel. Sarcasm City TV is road to 9,000 subscribers. Also subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel as well. I'll be going live on there, twice today. I don't know what the first session will be. The second one will be Pro Clubs though. But the first one will be either EAFC, player career mode, or I'll be running GTA. To SM, who says, which manager would you prefer? There's no manager that sticks out. I've said this because I've not done my due diligence and research like that. You know what I want? Bring a DOF and let the DOF pick the guy. That's what I want. Because the DOF is going to have a list of managers who he deems good enough. So you bring in a director of football, then the director of football brings in the manager. That's what I want. Forget a Flick, forget I know man have mentioned, is it a sporting manager? People have mentioned De Zerbi, etc. No. Director of football, let him pick the manager, and then you go from there. Hey, big up to It's Just Me in the chat. I hope you're good. Hope you're good. Says, hey, Flawless, I hope you're doing well. Same to you. United are playing... The football United are playing, Ajax played in Ten Hag's last year, but still won the league. I'm surprised new stadium won't be built. That's another thing in regards. This is a great point. It's just me in regards to people talking about the football and him not playing the Ajax way. He had two different teams who played two different styles at Ajax. All you have to do is go and watch. And the second team is very much like how we're trying to play now. But people always just remember the team that got to the semi-final. But hey, we move. Yeah, Jago, fix the structure. That's exactly what it is. Warrior J says, Flawless, I'm not going to lie. This after Friday, ManDem United podcast, I think this is ManDem 11. Hey, shout out to Starlord. He's in the chat. Big up to him. To Abs, who says this, he says, why don't you just stop supporting United? At the end of the day, all they bring you is stress, and that's honestly not good for your health. If you think United stress me out, you don't know me. If you think United stress me out, you clearly don't know me. I don't get stressed. United don't stress me out. I'm fully accepting of where I am. Also, it's now part of it's now my job. So I have to talk about them. So I can't bounce. Otherwise, I would have done stop watching them. If this wasn't what I did for a living, I would have done stop. But thank you for your concerns about my health. Much appreciated. Big up to Plug, who says, big up Flawless. I still think that this deal is going to collapse in the last seconds because it just doesn't work. If you break down 25%, it doesn't make sense. Qatar have been silent. Let's wait. Hey, love the hope. Love the hope, Plug. I love the hope. However, I just don't see Qatar. I can't say I don't see Qatar coming back, but I just think it's highly unlikely. The 25%, the deal makes sense. For the Glazers, the deal makes perfect sense. Like I said, they're getting money so they're still remaining majority owners, so still have the final say. They now have less work and don't have to worry about the football inside of thing and just focus on commercial. They'll be fine. It makes sense for the Glazers. There's more money in their pocket. Much more money. They're getting money for the 25%, and then they're still taking out whatever money they're going to be earning anyway. They'll be fine. So it makes sense for them. To Daru says, Flawless, even the Wolves manager would do the simple and required thing, unlike Ten Hag. You would think, but people get here and it's different. Keep saying this. Being at Wolves is much different to being at Manchester United. Manchester United is completely different. There's nothing like it. Probably, like I said, maybe a Real Madrid. Could arguably throw Liverpool in there, Bayern Munich. But what I'm saying is they're few and far between. There's few clubs that you can replicate what it's like being at Manchester United. It's like being in a Champions League final penalty shootout. There's no replicating that. There is zero replicating being in the Champions League final penalty shootout and that long walk from the halfway line to the penalty spot. And Dar said, Flawless, I mean, the fans would never have accepted a non-British coming in, by the way. Them and their club chasing away the Qataris. Forget them, they have no say. Because the Glazers are non-British. And they had to accept it regardless. They have no say. Zero say. Ed says, amen. Let me get to this. Amen. The upper management structure is more important than the head coach. No manager will ever succeed at this club until that's sorted. I think no manager would ever succeed at this club until, what's the word I'm looking for? Will succeed consistently at the highest level. I still think you can be successful here because we've watched managers be successful here. Ten Hag was successful last year. Jose had a successful season. Louis van Gaal had a successful season. But in terms of consistently at the top now, it's not happening. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Waffle Detective's a hilarious name, by the way. Kadima, good to see you in the chat as well. Nero says, Manchester United are refusing to meet agents if they believe they are trying to pitch clients to replace Eric Ten Hag as manager. Sources have told ESPN. This good run of form has come at the right time for Ten Hag because it has alleviated him of pressure. But if we go out of the Champions League, I do believe he'll be sacked. I believe he'll be sacked if that is the case. I don't think Ten Hag lasts till New Year. I think he gets sacked. Manchester, oh yeah, I read this already. But yeah, just in regards to this, Nero, I think he's done. You know what I'm saying in that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gas for Jimmy as you are for Arteta Cam. Hey, run up the likes as well. Run up the likes. Plug says, yeah, I guess where we at. Hold up. Yeah, I get you. The deal makes sense for the Glazers, but not for the business class. For the Glazers. Wait, yeah, I get you. The deal makes sense for the Glazers, but not for the business class A shareholders. They don't want this. They will regret refusing the Qatari offers. Sir Jim Ratcliffe takes over equals United dead. Yeah, we dead regardless. That's why I don't really put too much stock on the deal. I'm waiting to show me. I look at Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS getting 25%. How I look at the Mason Mount deal. Very similar. I don't see the benefits. I don't see the plus. Well, people are always going to see the plus points. Whether they get 25% or they don't, I don't really think it makes too much of a difference. I really, really don't. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Continue to run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. How many likes we on? We're only at 26 likes. Hey. Girls up to 40 likes. And hit the subscribe button. We're at 8,615 subscribers. Get us to 8,620 people. Run up the likes. Warrior J says Jadon Sancho is a top target for Saudi Arabia. That's from Matt Law. That would make sense. That would make sense. Do I think he wants to go to Saudi? That's a whole different conversation. I also seen a tweet saying that Saudi Arabia interested in Bruno Fernandes as well. How true that is, I don't know. Cam says there's more money to be made in the long run for the Glazers. In the long run, what will they be selling? What they will be selling them off quick time, but 7 billion, fam. Idiots. I'm guessing you're saying here, Cam, that them not taking the money was stupid, yeah? Kadima says, what's more difficult, being a Knicks fan or a United fan? I'd say United fan, but that's me. See, this is a myth. If you sat Ten Hag, what options are available? Managers are limited. No, there's managers out there. You just got to search. That's not correct, Daniel. Managers are not limited. If you go to a competent DOF, it'll have a list of managers you can take over. 110%. So let's not do that. There's not managers. No, managers are not limited. There's hundreds of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but there's hundreds of managers out there. You just have to go and locate them. You have to just give them the best possible platform. Yeah, I know, Cam. I made it through your high talk, but yeah, I seen it. Classified says, do you think Casemiro is injured because it looks like he's just waiting for Ten Hag to get sacked? No, I don't. I think he's injured. I think he's injured. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Casemiro does not strike me as the type of player who will just sit out because he don't like the manager. That don't seem like his character. I could be wrong, but that's just me guessing from the outside looking in. So Kadima, who says, what elite level managers are available though? We don't need an elite level manager currently. We need a competent manager. That's what it is. Because we don't know if you're not at an elite level, how can you be an elite level manager? That's why it don't make no sense. We need someone who's competent and then can reach the elite level. Who's elite? Might take Pep before they got here. Take Pep and Klopp out of it. Who was elite before they got here? Who? So let's dispel this myth the same way it's what world-class players are available. No, you don't need world-class players. Bring me world-class potential. In terms of management, bring me a manager who has elite level potential. Don't need a ready-made manager because that don't exist. There's no manager out there that ticks all the boxes. That's one in a major European league, won European Cups, been there for years, handle pressure well, except no. You go get a competent man. You go get a competent manager. So Ten Hag is completely in over his head in your view. Then he's finished. Yeah, pressure's got to him. I genuinely don't think he's a better manager. I mean, I don't think he's a bad manager, sorry. I just think this job he's crumbling under the pressure. But he'll leave and be successful. He's been successful before here, and I think he'll be successful after this. Not all managers are made for the elite level. I use managers in this league as a prime example. David Moyes is a prime example. Someone, ironically, you had the Manchester United job. He is a good Premier League level manager. If you want to be a cohesive, organized, functioning unit, stay in the Premier League comfortably, you won a European Cup, and you just want to be a solid Premier League side, David Moyes is your guy. He'll do that. All them things I just mentioned, he'll tick those boxes. He did it at Everton for years. Then he came to Manchester United, failed, went to West Ham and did the same thing. And if he went to another club in the Premier League, he'd do that. He knows he's a solidified Premier League manager. However, if you're trying to chase Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, David Moyes is not your guy. And I'm not saying Ten Hag is David Moyes. I'm saying Ten Hag I don't think is the guy for this. He's not the guy for Manchester United. Different. Same way I look at Arteta at Arsenal. I think he's a good manager. Do I think he's the guy to take Arsenal where they want to go to? No. But he's already shown he can do everything else. Outside of winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, he's shown he can do legit everything else so far. There we are. Classified says, Flawless, are you prepared to get a young manager like Xavi Alonso or Nagelsmann? Because in my opinion, that's the type of manager I see United getting next. I think everyone's starting to do the Arsenal Arteta thing. You have to have done something. To me, that's just my resume. That's my criteria. You have to have won something. You have to have been under pressure to have won and win something. I'm not even saying a Champions League or a Premier League, a Europa League, a Europa Conference League, a FA Cup, or the equivalent of the FA Cup in whatever European country you've come from, or even if it's South America. Win something. I'm not on it is the first time you're trying to win a major trophy or win a trophy is at Manchester. No. That's why I wouldn't go for a Xavi Alonso. Nagelsmann, we seen what happened with him at Bayern. We seen that. So I wouldn't go. But if it was a younger manager, say a manager had won, trying to think of a league. If the manager had won the Portuguese league, it was a manager who had won the Portuguese, cool, and had done well in Europe, cool. Have some experience. If he was at Porto, if he was at Sporting Lisbon, if he was at Benfica, for example. I'm just using those 3 clubs. Holland is the same thing, even though we watched it fail with Ten Hag. That's still on my criteria. But I'm looking at Portugal, looking at Holland, looking at, of course, Italy, looking at Spain, looking at Germany. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, they had all the main. France as well, you can throw in the mix. That's what I'm looking at. You have to have won something. Have to, man. Hey, run up the likes, though. We're only at 30 likes, people. Girls up to 40 likes. What we doing, man? Girls up to 40 likes. Hit that like button. Share across all the socials as well. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. You lot know the dance. Make sure you follow me at Sarcasm City TV across all socials as well, please. Let's see. Yeah, Nagelsmann fell out with the board at Bayern Munich. Board is hard to get along with. Well, we've seen Flick, but it depends. Like I said, I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't even say that. Nero says I'll take Hansi Flick in a heartbeat. The thing is, I'm not even against the Flick idea. Flick's cool. If we were to get a DOF and bring in Flick, I'm like, all right, I'm on that. I just don't want Flick by himself. Flick by himself is a no-go. I don't want any manager by himself. Because then they're just in a they're just not in a good situation. DOF, then Flick. Ragnick, Flick. Yes. Flick by him? No. Man, I'm not with it. Bring me the DOF. That's all I can keep saying. And continue to get your questions in as well, people. Continue to get your questions in. Corey says he's only managed in 1 league before us. What's to say he'll be successful elsewhere? Are you talking about me talking about Ten Hag? Because I believe he'll be successful because he's shown me enough. He's shown me enough at Manchester United and he's shown me enough at Ajax where I think he'll be successful elsewhere. He won what? 2 Eredivisie? Did he win a Dutch Cup over there? Came over here, won a cup, finished 3rd. I have no reasons to doubt that you would be successful elsewhere because you've had success everywhere you've been so far. So if he went back to Ajax, I think he'd be successful. If he went somewhere else in Europe, I think he'd be successful. Not at the highest level, but I think he could definitely go back to Ajax and win the Dutch league. He could go elsewhere in Europe and maybe pick up a Europa League or a Conference League, etc. Just not Manchester United. I just don't think he's the guy to sit at the top table. There's very few managers that can dine at the top table. Very, very few. Different. Man says, take Edu now. We'll leave him at you still. We'll leave Edu at Arsenal. That's what we'll do. Let's leave him there. You lot, what else you lot telling me as well? I'm going to make sure I didn't miss any questions also. But yeah, in regards to, I tweeted this out and people really did, and it's just me who says Ajax have a new manager. I was just using them as an example. But in regards to, actually, before I even get to me talking about the Prem, no, we'll start there actually. Somehow Manchester United are the informed team in the league. And I tweeted this out and said the quality of the Premier League is terrible. And this is why I don't tweet about football too tough. because people was in my Manchester talking about, oh, Manchester United are terrible. Who said they're not? I think people spend too much time on social speaking to delusional Manchester United fans, speaking to just delusional fans of all club that see no wrong or see no bad in their football club. I'm super honest. Anyone who watches me regular basis knows that. Manchester United are an example of the quality of the league. How are we the informed team in the league? How are we 3 points off Arsenal and Liverpool? How? As bad as we are. Yes, we're picking up the results, but do the performances match? Absolutely not. And that's what I'm talking about in terms of the quality of the Premier League. And this is why I'm so annoyed at Ten Hag. Because if we was a competent, functional unit, we'd be up there right now in the top 4. If we was a competent, functional unit, we're probably top of the league. Not saying we win the league, but we'd be there to capitalize if Manchester City are not on it. If Liverpool are not on it and don't do what they're supposed to do in January. That's what you have to do. Minus goal difference. And we're 6th. And the informed team in the league. And people trying to tell me the league is good in terms of, I'm talking overall quality people. Take out the top 3 teams in the league. I think they are a level above everybody else. Or levels above everybody else. In City, Liverpool, Arsenal. As much as it pains me to admit, those 3 are better than everybody else. I think everyone else is decent at best. Tells you all you need to know about the quality and the level of this league. So if we were a competent functional unit, we'd be able to take advantage. We should comfortably be in the top 4 right now. Comfortably be in the top 4 when you look at the daft points we've dropped. We should be comfortably not top of our group, but in the top 2. How are we bottom of a group with Bayern Munich, Galatasaray, and Copenhagen? Bayern Munich, yes, they are the best side in the league, but they are, the best side in the group, but they're not all that. Galatasaray are average when I've watched them. Bang average. Copenhagen is shocking. And yet West bottom of the group. Like, what? And people wonder why I have an issue with what's going on. And all I ask, and that's why I don't hear about injuries. Because everybody gets injuries. And who are these players coming back that are going to switch it around for us? Martinez are here. Casemiro are here. Those 2, yes. Man, they're talking about Luke Shaw. And even forget all that. Because all the players I just mentioned, for the most part, defensive. You can say Casemiro, he adds from an attacking standpoint. We've scored 13 goals in 12 games. Who's coming into our team to change that? We've scored 13 goals in 12 matches. We score just above now a goal a game. And people wonder why I'm like, who's these players coming back? Who are these attack? Martinez going to help with that. Casemiro will have an impact with that, but that tells you all you need to know. Outrageous. It is. Yeah, man, that's even more painful for United. Arguably, 3 of your biggest rivals are going for the title. The 3 teams are despised the most. And I think Leeds are in the top 2. To classify, let me just clarify this as well. Who says, yeah, Edu, good flawless. He got Arsenal ballers like Martinelli. Yeah. That's why you got Arsenal fan here in Cam offering up Edu. Tells you all you need to know. Corey B says, I'm not sold on Ten Hag. He's got a crazy history with bottling. In regards to sold with Ten Hag with what? In terms of the level he's at? I don't think he's elite level. I think that's showing. What is he second tier? Yes. Do I think he can bring you the second tier trophies? Absolutely. Can he bring you a FA Cup, League Cup, Europa League? Yeah. Could he bring you a domestic cup? Yeah. Can he get you top 6? Yes. We've seen him win the league. Ajax in a good system. And we've seen what's happened since he's left. So can he do that? Yes. Could he win? Can he win a domestic league, a European, not one of the top European countries, but like top 5, 6? Yeah. Forget like England, Spain, Italy, Germany. But like a Portugal, a Holland, he's already proven it. Yeah, I think he's just in that second tier of managers. But that second tier of managers is not good enough for Manchester United. We've seen managers go into that second fallen. Mourinho was like that and failed here. He's a second tier manager. Moyes is maybe 3rd, 4th tier. But we've seen him fail. We're looking for the elite of the elite. We're looking for the creme de la creme. It's very tough to find. Very, very tough to find. Let's see what else you're saying as well. See, that's why Cam's laughing. He's elite flawless. Trust me, United would like him. Havertz, William, Pablo Mari. That's elite DOFC. You trolling out here. Love that. Love the trolls, man. You lot are the best. Kingsman says Shaw might help out with some of his crossing. Look at us relying on Luke Shaw. Year 9. How many years has he been here? Did he not sign 2015? No, because he was signed under Moyes, but got here under Van Gaal. And Fergie retired 2013. So 13 to 14 season was Moyes. So has it been 10 years? When it turns 2024, has it been 10 years he's been here? And there's still conversations about him. Tells you all you need to know. Big up Kaneki in the cut as well. Says these Ratcliffe stands are sad and delusional, as well as the Glazers turned down 10 billion, but they're going to give Ratcliffe the club for 5.3 billion in 5 years. Is that the plan? Is that what we're saying? They're going to give Jim Ratcliffe the club for 5.3 billion in 5 years. What, full sale? These men might never leave. I ain't gonna lie. These men may never, ever leave. They may be here forever. It might be that. I've already accepted that we dusted regardless. Makes no... So I don't get mad at it. I'm fully accepted. I'm fully at the fifth stage of grief. I'm at acceptance. We're cheeks. We suck. There's no solution currently to what's going on. Simple as that. Like, that is it. I've accepted it. Everyone else, go ahead, accept it too. Everyone else has to accept it too. What's this? 6 points behind Liverpool and Arsenal, 7 behind City, 4 behind Villa. Is that Manchester United, I'm guessing? How? Imagine we was imagine we was actually just a competent outfit. We're on 21 points. Give us 6 more points with a decent goal. All right, let's say we'd be just comfortable. We'd be 4th. You know what I'm saying? 4th. Comfy. 5 losses. And I'd be cool with that. If he was in around 3rd, 4th, I'd be like, you know what? That's probably the levels and where we're at. That's probably where we're at. Big up to Madiba. Big up to you. Says, good evening, Flawless. Thanks for this therapeutic session. It's funny seeing Manchester United in 6th place with -3 goal difference. This season is definitely going to be a roller coaster after the international break. And I'm glad it helps. Yeah, us in 6th, and people trying to argue me down and tell me the league isn't good. But yeah, this season it ain't gonna be a roller coaster because it's gonna be there ain't no ups. There's no ups. Because even when we win, it's shocking. Whether we win, whether we lose, whether we draw, you know the performance is going to be average at best. This is a roller. We just going downhill. It's a roller coaster with no up. It's straight downhill. Straight downhill. Like that's what it is. They're looking at the fixture list. I've said it. Galatasaray, like Everton away, could easily drop points. Galatasaray away could be all she wrote. See, this is how poor the Champions League group is. We're still in with a chance. If we win that, we go 2nd. And Bayern Munich will probably beat Copenhagen. So if that's the case, yeah, because we're currently bottom of that group. Let me pull up the Champions League group. This is the crazy part. We're still in with a chance, as poor as we've been in the Champions League. We're only a point behind Galatasaray and a point behind Copenhagen. That's how bad Galatasaray are. They're currently sat behind Copenhagen. Copenhagen is 2nd. So if we beat Galatasaray, we get 6 points, and Bayern will probably beat Copenhagen. We'll be 2nd in the group. But that's too much to ask for these players to stand up and be counted away from home. We haven't done it all season long. There hasn't been one away game where we stood up and Kaneki, you right. If we beat Brighton and Palace, we'd literally be 1 point behind Manchester City. Like I said, the football gods punish those that deserve to be punished. Here's the thing is, I'm not saying we will win the league. I don't think we're good enough. But you have to be there just in case the top teams don't do what they're supposed to do. Take advantage. Yeah, Daniel, Champions League groups, very easy to get out. And Bayern Munich can't even know that. We gave them the game when we played them. When we played them away at the Allianz, we gave them the game. We should have got something from that. Gave them the game. It was like watching City and Chelsea yesterday, just giving it both teams, just not defending well. Like us against Copenhagen, just giving them the game. Big up Koala J as well. He's been a member of the channel for 1 month. Big up to you, man, for being a member for so long, man. Appreciate it. Big up Flawless. Love and appreciate the content. I don't know how to explain how we're doing this with the players who were on the transfer list. Yeah, we just suck, man. But the rest of the league's not good. That's also what it is. So we're taking advantage of the poor quality of the league. So imagine we was a little bit better, what we could do in a moderate league. Just saying. And if you want to join the membership like Koala J, people, the link is in the pinned comment. Make sure you check it out. Check out the membership. Many great perks on there, including how to get on the channel. So let me know if you, and if there's anything that would make you join the membership, let me know. If there's a perk that would make you join the membership, let me know, people, and I will definitely consider adding it to the membership. And make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel as well. Just dropped it in the chat, people. Let's go. See what else you lot are saying as well. Takori B says we're playing some of the worst teams in the league. Burnley, Sheffield United, Luton, that's how. But that being said, we scraped past them. Burnley, we scraped by. Sheffield United, late goal. Luton, we scraped by. Weren't good performances. Luton one, we created a little bit more. But we shouldn't be, Corey B. The point that I'm making is we shouldn't be the informed team in the league. You're missing my point. Manchester United should not be the informed team in the league, despite us playing relegation for them. Because we're a shocking outfit. Somebody should be able to be better than us. But then again, you got Brighton, who ain't won a game since September, and everybody shut up about the Derby now. Notice that, people. People was praising this man, shouting and singing his praises from Spider-Man rooftops. Talking about, look at what De Zerbi's doing with Brighton, look at this and look at that, and maybe Manchester United should look at him, and was using him as an argument against Ten Hag. Now, man, ain't won since September, everybody shut up. Once international break hits back, it'll be 2 months since they won a game in the Premier League. Last game was 24th of September. I don't think they played to the 25th. Might be the 26th. But everyone shuts up. No. Keep that same energy. I want to know what happened, what went wrong. Because this guy was the Messiah. What went wrong? And people looked at me funny. It's like the McAllister thing. I've not forgot. Everyone was right. And I know he's playing out of position at Liverpool, but everyone was on my case that stream. A lot of people, not everyone. Same with Eddie when we were talking, oh, how do you not rate McAllister? Man, I shut up about that. See, you know what I'm saying? Though people be doing too much. Way too reactionary. Way too reactionary. We play Everton away. Cam. Hey, big up to Warrior J every single time. Hey, Matthew, good to see you in the chat. Says big up Flawless. Sorry you haven't been here for a while. This club has just killed me, and I can't think of many positives. The football is awful, just awful to watch, but hope you're well. Glad you're here, Matthew. I'm glad you're good outside of Manchester United, and I agree with you. I'm saying, Matthew, I would have shouted you for a stream, but yeah, it's Manchester United. Like you said, the club is everything you said here. There's very few positives. Apart from we're the informed team and winning games. That's it. But it ain't gonna lead to nothing. What we got to look forward to? Yeah? Like what we gotta look forward to? For real. Nothing. Big up Leecher. He says big up Flawless. That's a fire picture as well. I like that. That's cold. That's on point now. I like that a lot. Continue to run up the likes, people. We're only at 32 likes, man. 8 more likes, get us up to 40 likes, and hit the subscribe button. Let me see how many subscribers have we had any new subscribers, I should say. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. What are we doing? Let's see what else you like, and continue to get your questions in. I'm going to close out next 15-20 minutes. All right, we did hit 8,620. Salute to you lot, man. Let's get up to 8,625. And if you want me to get to your question immediately, super chat, people. That is one surefire way to make sure I get to your question immediately, because I know I'll be missing questions on these streams, on other streams as well. So if you super chat, I will get straight to your question. But yeah, 8,620, 5 more people, 5 more subscribers. Get us to 8,625, please. Get us to 8,625, please. We miss our best defender. Yeah, we do. Flawless, are you Ten Hag out? I'm everybody out, Cam. Let me repeat this again. I'm everybody out, including the manager. Everybody has to go. I want everybody gone. Everybody. But allow the kit man, the tea ladies, the receptionist. That's it. Everybody's going. I'm done. Blow it all up and start again. Everybody got to be held accountable for what's going on. Because there's zero accountability at Manchester United Football Club. Zero accountability. Everybody. I'm tired. I'm saying manager, coaching staff, players, everything. Yes, everybody out, man. I'm done. I be do like, again, no one's held accountable. The manager don't be holding people accountable. Yeah, he's finally dropped Anthony, finally. But then you're still playing Rashford. So it's like 1 step forward, 5 steps back. How's Rashford still getting in the side? Because people will say, oh, we played well against Luton. And the canteen staff as well. They're in there. It's just me. Of course, shout out the canteen staff. I should add that. Instead of saying tea ladies, the entire canteen staff, calm. Receptionist, calm. Kit man, cool, because the kits is fire. That's it. Everyone else, bye. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, I don't care how much you got, bye. Accountability. Like, because people say, even Hoyland, for example, missed 2 sitters. Should have scored twice. Missed 2 sitters. But eventually we have to look at, you sign this, man. And I actually rate Hoyland. This is not me saying I don't rate Hoyland. Like, I like Hoyland. But however, you've brought him here and just haven't given him the best possible platform to succeed. Why was it going to work? Why was you going to... Hoyland is being supplied by Anthony, Rashford, and Bruno. Why was that going to work? Who's creating out of that 3? Who's the creative spark out of that 3? And then on top of that, you then sign Mount. So it's Mount, because this was the initial plan. Mount, Bruno, Anthony, Rashford. Who's creating? And we're seeing that people, all this created chances nonsense about Bruno, we're seeing it. Remember the conversation all during the summer? Get Bruno a striker and he will cook. Got him a striker. What's he doing? Rashford, we know about. He's always been score first. Anthony gives you neither. Mount hasn't scored a goal in the calendar year of 2023 and has 8 open play assists in his entire career. He's not even in double figures open play assists. So who's creating? Our fullbacks don't create. Shaw has like 8, 9 assists in like 9 years. Dalot don't create. Wan-Bissaka don't create. Malassi is new, but he's not creative like that. And then people wanted, Leacher, you mentioned it, people wanted to get onto the most creative spark we have, which is Eriksen. Who's creating? Why was it going to work? I can see that. I'll say this again. Ten Hag is much more knowledgeable about the game of football than me. He has forgotten more than I will ever know. He's managing currently at the highest level and has managed to a very good level at Ajax too, which is one of the biggest. How can you just not look at that and go, yeah, this don't work? How? Why was it going to, why was that front 4 going to work? Of Anthony, Bruno, Rashford, and Hoyland. And that's why I feel for Hoyland. That's why I've not gotten to him like that in regards to him not scoring, because I know you 20 years old, 21 years old, pretty much out there by yourself. Rashford's in poor form, Bruno's Bruno, and Anthony's being Anthony. And then you got Mount, and then you got fullbacks who don't create. What are we talking about? Well, like, what is doing? You should have scored, yes? And then people say, oh, Rashford missed the chance against Luton. Rashford should not be on the pitch. And then on the flip side, people will then say, oh, well, the squad's not good enough. The players are not good enough. I agree. But you spent 300 plus million. Why is the squad bad? I've given you X amount to renovate this house and it looks terrible. I've given you 2 million to spend on a house and it looks terrible. That's like somebody giving me, all right, Flawless, I'm giving you 10 grand to get a fire set up for Sarcasm City TV. Microphone, cameras, venue, all that stuff. And it still looks like this. It looks like what I've got right now. It's like, what have you done? Or it gets worse. The mic's worse. The camera's 140p. You know what I'm saying? The ring light is flickering. What are we talking about? Nonsense. It is absolute foolishness, man. People just defending this nonsense. And then we'll act surprised. And that's the crazy part is once the form dips. Once the results go west, people will look at it and look at it like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And act surprised and act shocked. If it's true the Saudis want Bruno for 80 million, you got to sell, please. I hope that's true. Sell him. Sell him. Sell him. Sell everybody. Everybody. Can you sell managers? Sell everybody. Can you sell coaching stuff? Everybody. John Murtaugh, Richard Arn, everybody. Can you sell everybody? Like Eddie says, ACGI. Anybody can get it. What are we talking about? It's more like ACG. It's like ACGS. Anybody can get sold. That's what it is. ACGS, man. Anybody can get sold. What are we talking about here? Continue to run up the likes, you lot. Real ones in the chat, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Go subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Gaming YouTube channel as well. Closing out in the next 10 minutes. Also, final few questions. Get your questions in. Here the thing is, Corey B says you can't put Rashford next to any goal scorer in 9. That's criminal. It's a balance. If you got Rashford and a goal scorer in 9, then make sure your 10 and your right winger are creative. And your 2 fullbacks are also creative. So then you got your number 10. You then have your right winger. One of your 6s or 8 should be creative. And then your 2 fullbacks. That's 5. Then half of your outfield are creative. That's not too much to ask. Why is half your outfield? To be honest, it should be more than that, but I'll take half of the outfield players being creative. If the 2 fullbacks, one of the 6s, the 10, and the right winger, I go, you know what? Cool. And then because you need your goal scorers as well. You can't have all creators out there. You need someone to shoot. So cool. But again, it comes back to a balance. Like anything. Pops always told me that for years. Balance is the key. Told me that for years. That's one thing my pops always says. He still says it to me now. Balance is key. And that's very in particular in a team sport like football. Balance. Same way if you use like gym heads. Guess what? Your diet. Balance. It's all about balance. Yeah, we play pro clubs. Guess what? I manage the team. I pick the team. Balance. I have defensive players. I have offensive players. I have creative players. I have goal scoring players. There's a mix for that. There's a mix. The back three we play when you watch us play pro clubs, there's a balance. Or we cover up for all the things we're good at. We then cover up for weaknesses. Those that don't know, we play a back three. I play on the left side of the three. Victor, who you lot know, the Chelsea fan center. And then we have a don called Axe, who plays right-sided centre back. Me and Axe are the quicker centre-backs, slightly smaller. Victor made his guy taller, a little bit more physical for the aerial standpoint, central. So the fact that I'm not that good in the air, Victor's good in the air. He's not the quickest, I'm quicker to cover him. See how that works? Basics, balance. We can't all be 6'7", but then we all can't be 6'2". Balance. Same way with the attack, balance. The 2 strikers we have, the wing backs. Surfer's a little bit more than you lot know Surfer and Murtaza. Murtaza is the more offensive wing back. Surfer's the more defensive. Don't mean Surfer don't get assists, but again, balance. And that's FIFA. That's EAFC 24. And I can do that in a game. But people who are paid life-changing amounts of money to do their job can't do this. You are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. Don't get it mistaken. But that's why you're compensated with the money you're compensated with. Is to do that extremely tough job. And you're clearly failing. Yeah, Cam, 144p camera. JS, big up to you as well, man. And he said, like, subscribe. Super chats appreciated. For real. Matthew says the only thing about Manchester United at this moment, the only good thing about Manchester United at this moment is the women's side. I actually enjoy watching them. They actually know how to pass and go forward and even score. Hey, shout out to the Manchester United women's side, man. Hopefully they're doing well. I don't follow women's football, but hopefully they're doing well. I hope so. And by what you're saying, Matthew, they are indeed. Oh, goddamn rages. But hey, at least we're 6 and we're the form team in the league. At least we're the form team in the league. That's a bonus. That's a plus point. You might even message. Let's see what's going on. Shout out Victor and Surfer. So yeah, you will get a GTA session, people. Probably about 6, half 6. You'll get a GTA session, and then you'll get pro clubs, and then back here that's both of those streams on the Sarcasm City TV Gaming YouTube channel. So you get 6. I'll say 6 p.m. 6:30. No, actually, in the middle. Balance 6:15. You will get a GTA session on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel. The 9 p.m. back EAFC 24 Pro Clubs. I think we're in the playoffs to go from Division 4 to Division 3. Then we're back here at midnight for the Premier League show doing the most. So I'll be back. Ahmed will be here. Jez will be here. Ryan will be here as well. I'm a one shot of 40 likes. Continue to run up the likes, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. And again, big up to everyone who's supported, man. I don't salute you lot enough. But if I ever forget to, or don't mention it that often, or mention it as often as I should, much appreciated. And when I say that, big up to everyone who's supported, man. Whether you watch live and you're in the comments, whether you watch live and you're a silent watcher, whether you watch it back after, whether you are an audio listener, big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV, no matter who you support, whether it's United, whether you're Liverpool, whether you're Arsenal, Chelsea, City, whether it's another team, whether you're here in Manchester, whether you're somewhere else in England, the UK, Europe, the Caribbean, Africa. I don't want to miss out any continent, somewhere else in Europe. Much appreciated, man. Because you lot really be Sarcasm City TV is worldwide. I'll be looking at the analytics. I'm like, geez, really got people from all over the world tapped into this. So big up to you lot, man. I swear down. Love, man. For real, for real. Another W stream, smash the like button. Big up to you, Ed. And over the international break, I will run some fan calling shows as well, people. I don't know when. I'm trying to figure out the logistics of it all and figure out when I'm going to do it. But yes, I will do that. But one more like, girls up to 40 likes, people. Girls up to 40 likes. Final few questions before we close out. And actually, that being said, let me run through the Manchester United fixtures as well for when we are indeed going to be back. Yeah. It's not good. Let's see this. All right, boom. So Everton away Sunday the 26th of November. Did we get moved to? I thought we was a Saturday. They moved us to the Sunday. All right, first let me actually look through the Premier League games because then I know what I'm doing. Because I legit didn't know that. I thought we was the Saturday game. So obviously you got City Liverpool. That's the early kick. City Liverpool on Saturday. And then 5:30. Oh, Newcastle Chelsea 3 p.m. kickoff. May get a lot of streams, people. I may do City Liverpool, Newcastle Chelsea, and Brentford Arsenal. I might do all three. Then Sunday, of course, Everton Manchester United. That's gonna be good. That is gonna be a goodie. Oh yeah, Spurs play. I might have to move the United Chelsea Spurs show because figure that out. Well, yeah, I didn't know they had moved us till Sunday 4:30. All right, that works out. But anyway, let me run through the Manchester United fixtures. Hey, and big up to Matt. He says, see, big up from South Africa. Love that, man. Man's watching from the motherland, all the way from Africa. I can't believe we got... What time is it over there as well? Let me know, please. So we play Everton away on the Sunday. That's going to be tough. That's going to be an extremely tough game. We got Galatasaray away. Well, I think his job is on the line. I legit think his job is on the line because if we lose there, and we could definitely lose there in a bad fashion, not by the scoreline, but I'm saying like the Copenhagen game. It can be that type of defeat that is just embarrassing. I think he'll get sacked. We lose to Galatasaray, I can see him being sacked because they don't want to be out of the champs. Newcastle away, even with all their problems, that's going to be tough. Home to Chelsea has draw written all over it. Home to Bournemouth, 3 days later as well, will not be easy. Home to Bayern Munich, depending on the Galatasaray result, who knows what's on the cards for that. Then away to Liverpool, that is doomsday. That is doomsday because we could be in trouble there. If we don't turn around our form quick, that could be embarrassing. And I can see him getting sacked after that. He won't get sacked after Bayern because I don't think you'll sack a manager before Liverpool away. But after that, it's either Galatasaray or Liverpool. Galatasaray away or Liverpool away, I think he's done. Out. Hey, Dero, enjoy, man. He says, hey, Flawless, I'm going to be in South Africa when we get smoked by Liverpool. Enjoy being over in South Africa, man. Oh, you're an hour ahead. Okay. I didn't know what the time was, but big up to you, Matty, man. Love to everyone that is locked in. Right now, it's 7:40. Okay, so you man are 2 hours ahead. If it's 7:40 over there, yeah, because it's 5:40 over here. So obviously our clocks just went. Did our clocks go back? I'll go forward. And yeah, just to clarify, to come full circle back to the title about Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS close to the deal for 25% of Manchester United. This Jim Ratcliffe, I don't trust him. I don't trust him either. I legit do not trust him either. Anyone who's willing to deal with the Glazers, I'm looking at with a side eye like, okay, but you can change my mind. by doing certain things. Like I said, fix the roof, bring in a DOF, board restructure. How about that? That's what man needs to do. Then I'll be like, okay, you serious? Well, if we just come in there bullshitting, then yeah. Hey, Leach, you said United fans are gassing Jim Ratcliffe. Of course they're going to gas it because Manchester United fans, some portion of the fan base, like to lie to themselves. We know it's not good. You know what I'm saying? We're fully like, anyone with a sense can look at this and go, where's the positives in this? Where's the positives? What are we talking about? Hey, anyway, we're going to close out. Jego says, big up Flawless. Big up my guy, Jego. You'll see him on the channel over the international break as well. Love to see my Jamaicans in the building. Yeah, they went back. I can't remember if it was back or forward, Matty, but yeah, the clocks did go back. Yes, this I agree with Matthew. And this is where my hope and the light at the end of the tunnel disappeared. The day that Sheikh Jassim lost, the tunnel crumbled, and we've just been under the rubble ever since. We was already in dire straits, but there was light at the end of the tunnel. And I was looking and I was going, Sheikh Jassim is the light at the end of the tunnel. Now it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Kingsman, big up to you. But like I said, people will be back live on here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, midnight UK time. That's 12 a.m. UK time for Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show. In the meantime, though, the content don't stop. We're live on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel in about half an hour, people. Half an hour. I'll be running GTA on there in half an hour. I'll be with Surfer and Victor. We're running GTA, just bullshitting on there. And then EAFC 24 Pro Clubs, people. Pro Clubs. Only hope for a reset was Qatar. It's the Ragnick move all over again. Hey, Matty, I hear you, man. Trust me, I hear you. I hear you. It sucks, man. We just in dire straits. We just in dire straits. We really do suck. We do. Yeah, GTA 6 supposed to be on his way out. Well, the trailer is. So yeah, we'll soon find out. And that being said, don't forget, people, we are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. And this show and all the other shows on the channel will pop up, people. This and all the other shows on the channel will pop up. So like I always say, if you want to listen while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, driving, at work, traveling, maybe at the gym, maybe you don't want YouTube sucking up all your data, maybe you just prefer to listen to your podcast audio only. Spotify, follow us and 5-star us on there, please. Everyone who uses Spotify, at Sarcasm City TV on there, follow us, 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, make sure you 5-star us and leave us a review. All you iPhone users, 5-star us, leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud, hit us with the follow as well. And yeah, we're gonna close out. Big up to Madiba, says yeah, it's 7:44 in South Africa. Hey, big up on my South Africans in the building. Love that. Like I say, big up to everyone that's tapped in all across the globe, people. And this is actually, let me see who's live to raid before we close out. Let me see who's live to raid. Give me 1 second before we do indeed close out. You know what? Lewis is live, so we'll raid Lewis. And love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in. And in Lewis's chat, go put, yeah, you man are still 10th. Just put 10th, actually. Just raid. Put Sarcasm City raid, Chelsea at 10th. That's what I need you lot to do.